sides to every single story, the passion and the glory, just trying to make it through the day. You know we're trying to come together, arm in arm and hand in hand, and with my brother I will fight to unify our land. America, home of the brave, we stand strong when we're willing to change. And I will wash the feet of freedom and bow down on my knees, praying for a healing, fighting for the freedom of my brother and me. And on the other hand, there are those who would undo us, unruly who would rule us and break us all apart. And I will stand beside you and fight against injustice and lawless ones among us. Come on, let freedom reign. America, America, home of the brave, we stand strong. Bow down on my knees, praying for a healing, fighting for the freedom of my brother and me. E pluribus unum. Get your guitars and tune them, melody and harmony, let's make a little revelry. E pluribus unum. Get your guitars and tune them, melody and harmony, let's make a little revelry. E pluribus unum. Get your guitars and tune them, melody and harmony, let's make a little revelry. Bring that guitar. My brother and me, fighting for the freedom of my brother and me. America.
Hey, this is Al Robertson from Duck Dynasty and Duck Commander. I want to tell you about a great book called War on Fear from my good buddy, John Morgan. Of course, he looks like George W. Bush, who had the famous War on Terror, so I immediately knew, there was a nice a bit of wordplay there. This book is fantastic. I think it speaks to sort of that natural fear that all of us have, whether it's public speaking or whether it's the first time you get asked to do something you've never done before, up to, the fear of loss of life, of a sick person in your family, all the things that we face every single day. I recommend this highly. I promise you will be blessed when you read this book, and it's the sort of book that after you read it, you're going to want to pass it on to someone else, which to me are the best kind of books. So War on Fear, get yours as soon as you can.
Well, I'm the free world leader. Freedom's rolling out to you. Oh, let's roll. Well, I'm
everybody, and welcome. Welcome to the John Morgan Show. I am so happy to see you. We're going to do a great show. Come on in, everybody. Grab some coffee. Grab some coffee cake. Let's party. Is there a sense of anticipation in your heart tonight? America. Ow. Ooh, yeah. Seems how lately, babe, I got the red, white, and blue. All right. Hey, everybody. John Morgan. I am so honored to be with you. Welcome to the John Morgan Show. Humor, passion, and perspective, but filtered through the reality of being a believer. And so thank God there is a bridle on my mouth, and it keeps me from damage control being needed, because I can say some horrible things, I can say some mean-spirited things, I can say some encouraging things, and I want to say only the things that will be a blessing, only the things that will build people up and not tear people down. So that keeps me from, saying a lot of things I would otherwise want to say, enjoy saying, get a kick out of saying, but not going to do it. But having said that, oh my goodness, am I excited about tonight. Carol Mamay, welcome to the show. Good to see you. I'm expecting a few new guests. Amy Burkett, welcome to the show. Thank you for that beautiful heart. And I'm expecting my Aunt Bonbon to join us if she can figure out the technology to get here. That'll just be awesome. And she has her thoughts about the debate, and somehow she thinks that I can convey those things to the president so that he'll have a little extra ammunition as though he needed it. This is, I don't know how I feel. I feel excited about the debate because I'm very confident in President Trump's ability to debate. I mean, think about all of the intellectual and highly qualified Republican men that he dispatched with, 17 of them, during the primaries in 2016. Jeb Bush comes to mind. Jeb Bush, I remember on one of the late night shows, they jokingly said, see, this is where the governor comes onto my soul, and you don't say things that you would otherwise say. Hey, Beth, welcome. Good to see you. He dispatched with Jeb, who's very articulate, an excellent debater, and he dispatched with Ted Cruz, who's an attorney, an excellent debater, excellent, quick on his feet, and one after another. Marco Rubio, Chris Christie, and Mike Huckabee, a precious, dear friend of mine, one after another, until there was one man standing, President Trump. And if you watch CNN, you would have a completely different idea of who Joe Biden is, Vice President Biden, than if you watch Fox News and if you listen to people like Sean Hannity and Glenn Beck and Rush Limbaugh, because whenever Joe Biden makes a guffaw or a gaffe, whichever is the accurate way of pronouncing that, that's the only thing that the right sees, okay? And we're presented with a Joe Biden that is plagued with dementia, that is struggling to put together a sentence, and that's just not accurate, folks. Listen, both sides of the media play to these extremes, and I would say don't count Joe Biden out. Trump, he's got to play his cards right, because he's got to not only do an excellent job, but he doesn't want to appear to be a bully. I mean, Trump appears to be a bully at times, and there are times when it's appropriate, okay? I know an awful lot of people, probably most of America, who, even though they may love and endorse our president, they struggle with his demeanor at times. Ashley, what do you, I got to pull you up here. I may regret this. My friend Ashley says, there's no way anyone can make Biden have brain cells. CNN isn't that talented. As far as Trump, he's going to make some good laughs. Okay, there you go. I love that. That's an excellent comment. But I think it's possible that Biden has a little more going on upstairs than we think. I've watched all of his speeches. No, I haven't. I've watched many of his speeches, and he does make big mistakes. But from my friend Mark and a lot of other folks, that's Joe Biden. Apparently, he's done that all his life, that he just struggles at times, and he says the wrong thing, like that there were 200 million COVID deaths instead of 200,000. He often will say, things that he doesn't mean to say, but he does. And so it would appear that President Trump is like way sharper, okay, than Vice President Biden. And it is a fair point that if Vice President Biden struggles, to be cognizant, to be a player on that world stage, then it's a fair question. What business does he have running for president? I mean, we need somebody on the world stage representing our country that is up to the task. President Trump said that, look, Kim Jong-il, President Xi, Putin, they're all excellent chess players. They're all excellent strategists on the world stage. And somebody needs to be up there representing you and me that is qualified to do that. And I think President Trump does that on a level that I've never seen before. That's just phenomenal. I mean, the person at the top is only a man, okay? He's fallible, and so no matter what happens tonight, President Trump will still be the president. And so personally, I'm super excited. It's one of those things where I feel like, when you watch a movie and it's one of those scenes where people are coming to see a disaster. It's awkward. It's a little bit, you're a little nervous, because you don't know what's going to happen. So I'm both excited and I have a sense of not peril, but a sense of what's it going to be? What's it going to be like? One of my favorite moments in debate history. I'd love to know what your favorite moment in debate history is. I'd like to know if you have a question for President Biden, President hopeful Biden, or President Trump. You could put that in the comments and we can talk about all that stuff. But my favorite moment in debate history, probably yours as well, is when Ronald Reagan was up for re-election, and he was his opponent was Walter Mondale. Walter Mondale, and in the first debate, Reagan just was awesome. He was in rare form. It was fantastic. In the second debate, he seemed unsure of himself. He seemed old. He seemed like really off his game. And it made people like me nervous. At the end of the debate, I thought, oh man, is he getting too old? Is he getting old? Did he just turn a corner? And I mean, the headline in the paper the next minute said, "Is Reagan too old?" And it was like exactly what you would have expected. And I remember thinking, wow, either this is the best acting job Reagan has ever done, and it's a setup, because you can't have a comeback unless you've had a setback. So maybe it was deliberate, and he was setting himself up for a great comeback. So the next night, or the next night of the night of the third debate, the question was asked by Brit Hume, I think it was, of President Reagan. There's a question about your age, and Ronald Reagan just jumped right on it. He was quick. He was sharp. He says, I'm glad you brought that up. I don't have the exact quote. And he said, "I will not, for political purposes, take advantage of my opponent's youth and inexperience." It was the best. I wish I had prepped that. Dang it! I wish I had prepped that for the show to play it for you guys. I mean, I came out of my seat when that happened. I just jumped to my feet. I went, "Oh my gosh!" And I told Kathy right then, he just won re-election. Wait, were we married yet? He just won re-election. Yes, we were. And it was just the best moment in debate history. And so I still never know. When we all get to heaven, I'll ask him, okay, was that second debate a setup? Was that theater when you appeared so old and then you came back, snappy answer? Even Mondale was laughing hysterically. And I just knew he just won re-election. I know. Stop it, Heather. I don't know. I don't remember. My mind isn't that good. I'm on the spot now. Yikes. Baby, who was president when we met and got married? 1982. It was Reagan. Yes. Thank you very much. Right? You guys help me out. Reagan was president in 82, right? Didn't he get elected in 1980? The 12 years of Bush-Reagan started, didn't they start? Wasn't he elected in 80? And then he got shot? Huh. Crazy times we've lived through. And who all remembers where you were the day Reagan got shot? Yes, he survived. Hallelujah. No, Heather, that was Jimmy Carter in the 70s. Oh my goodness. Okay, wait. Diane's got a thought here. I loved it when Trump told Hillary that if he becomes president, she would be in jail. Yes, that was the second greatest moment in debate history. That's so good. She says, Hillary said, "It's a good thing that somebody with your temperament isn't in charge of the justice system in this country." And he just, under his breath, just kind of just said, blurted out, "Because you'd be in jail." Again, magic moment. I'm sure I just jumped up out of my chair right then and said, "Oh my gosh, he just won the election." That was a game changer. And do you remember the crowd? The crowd just went nuts. Oh, I wish I could figure out. I've got to figure out. Okay, I'm making a promise to you guys. I'm going to figure out how to, if we're in the middle of the show and we come up with something like that we want to pull in a YouTube video and watch it, that we'll be able to do it. Thank you, Beth. Thank you. Whew. Yes, this was Reagan's term. Yes, he was elected in 80, inaugurated in 81, and then George H.W. Bush was elected after him. So that's Kathy and I met in 81. So yes, we were married when when the presidential debate against Mondale, because he was up for re-election. Oh man, this is going to be good tonight. How many of you are going to a watch party tonight? I am, with a bunch of folks. It's going to be crazy. And I'm planned. I've got my wig all set up. Okay, I've had it groomed. I've had my suit cleaned. I'm coming as the president. It's going to be so much fun. And I was wearing it earlier today. I had to run some errands, and I completely dressed up like Diane, is that not the coolest thing ever? Wow. Your daughter's name is Reagan. That is going to be, that is amazing. Tell her I said hi. That's crazy. So Heather is saying that she's coming to the party. Yes? Woohoo! That's Heather and my beautiful bride in front of my White House backdrop right there that we carry to events. That's so fun. Let me see if I can find, I don't know if it's open to the general public. So if 1,000 people see this, I better not throw the invitation out. So sorry about that. But find your own or create your own debate watch party. Get together with some friends. Definitely have some popcorn. Okay, it's just going to be the most fun ever, and I can't wait. So anyway, so that my heart is, in a way I feel sorry. I'm so back and forth about it. I want to feel sorry for President Biden, President-elect. No, not even that. President hopeful, Vice President Biden. Oh, me and my faux pas. Because, it feels like a David and Goliath moment. But in this case, President Trump is not a Goliath kind of an evil person. He's President Trump, okay? And so I'm pulling for him, but I don't want to see a train wreck, is my point. I don't know what we're going to see, but I'm a little nervous and excited all at the same time. How do you feel? How are you feeling about it? Are you kind of that way? So I had a long talk with my aunt, my dad's sister-in-law, Bonbon, Barbara Morgan, earlier today, and she wanted me to point out about President Trump's taxes. That was something that was made, came out in the news, what he paid in taxes his first year. That she said, look, he was simply taking advantage of the tax policy that was in place, that was put in place by Nancy Pelosi and the people in charge of the House. Okay, the tax code was in place before he got into office, and his first year in office, he hadn't changed the tax code yet. Everything was as it was, and he was simply using the loopholes and stuff that were available to him, that were written into the tax code. So he did. What's the harm in that? I don't know. I don't know the answer. That was her point, and I think it's a good one. Listen, do not you use deductions? Do not you use every loophole that is afforded to you by the law in order to pay as little taxes as possible? I certainly do, because that's what we're supposed to do. We have a fiduciary responsibility to hang on to our cash as best we can. And so that was her thoughts. So anyway, tonight's going to be epic. It's going to be wonderful. I would encourage everyone to be in prayer. And I will say, may the best man win, which of course is President Trump. And may God be Lord over the whole event. I'm sure there are going to be many, many, many people praying during the debate, and I will be lifting up prayers as well. Let me see. Please keep Karen Miller in your prayers. Okay, folks, there you go. Please keep our friend who's been on the show, Karen Miller, in your prayers. Well, Lord, we lift up Karen right now, and we pray, God, that whatever she's facing, whatever she's going through, you know it altogether. And Lord, the word says that you are the great physician. And so we ask you, God, on behalf of all that are ill in our midst, that you will show yourself mighty, great physician. Do your physicianing and heal all of our friends who are struggling today. My friend Joel, my sister Janice, and all who are on the show. And what did you say here, Carol? And Diane, yes, of course. Absolutely. And Diane as well. Absolutely. Well, folks, I'll let you go have some awesome supper. Take care. Be well. And I'll see you tomorrow. We'll talk about what happened on the debate. It's going to be so much fun. Take care. God bless you. And God bless the United States of America.
Well, I'm the free world leader. Freedom's rolling out to you. Oh, let's roll. Well, I'm the good news instigator, compassionate conversator. This freedom is rocking and rolling on out to you. White and blue.
What's for dinner? I don't know. I'm not the cook. Woo! All right. God bless you all. Thank you so much for tuning in, for hanging out. Remember to pray for the election. Pray for the debate. Pray for the Supreme Court. Man, these are consequential times, are they not?